path is harder because your calling is higher. Today is the tomorrow you talked about yesterday. No matter how good a person you are, you will always be bad in someone's story. Some talk to you in their free time, and some free their time to talk to you. Learn the difference. If you don't overcome your tendency to give up easily, your life will lead to nothing. Privacy is power. What people don't know, they can't ruin. Don't spend your life dreaming about what could have been in another place or under different circumstances. Instead, invest your energy in what is right in front of you. You don't ever truly know another person unless you can take up residence in their head. You'll never be privy to their true nature. The world owes you nothing. It's too big and has too much going on to care about you. Not everyone is going to understand your journey. Not everyone is going to believe in what you believe in. You are on your own path, so never change who you are. We don't walk away to teach people a lesson. We walk away because we finally learned ours. Stop being considerate in situations where you aren't even considered. You don't really know the person you're with until you move in together. Never marry anyone without living with them first. Every person alive hits a crossroads in life when you have to let go of the past and forge ahead into something new. The only sad thing would be clinging to the past once it's out of reach. If you have to keep asking yourself if something is worth it, then maybe it's not. A person must be old enough to recognize their mistakes, smart enough to benefit from them, and strong enough to correct them. Sometimes the right path is not the easiest one. Knowledge is not free. You have to pay attention. Only the disciplined ones in life are free. If you are undisciplined, you are a slave to your moods and your passions. Teach your heart to accept disappointments even from people you love. Once you mature, you'll realize that silence is more powerful than proving a point. Take care of your speech. It can be the catalyst for many needless problems. You never know who could be lending an ear to your ramblings. Someday isn't even a real day, although for some people, it's every day. A man who stands for nothing will fall for anything. Thinking is difficult. That's why most people judge. Live in reality as it is, not as you wish it was. Don't do anything you feel you'd have to lie about later. Once a problem is solved, its simplicity is amazing. everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. Be the person you needed when you were younger. The answer is always no, until you ask. Don't make decisions when you're angry. Don't make promises when you're happy. Even a silent man will be instantly respected if he tells the truth. To become a man that instantly commands respect, don't be afraid to be criticized or disliked. Don't be afraid to engage in conflict and stand up for what is right. Honest conflict is always better than dishonest harmony. All a people need in order to rise up against tyranny is a leader bold enough to take up the banner. There is more in honor in accumulating little by little than in reaching for the sky and ending up flat on your face. Don't mess with ale if you are weak. A clear head is good company. Drinking is a dangerous friend. There are two ways to do things, right and again. If you are driven by fear, anger, or pride, nature will force you to compete. If you are guided by courage, awareness, tranquility, and peace, nature will serve you. Lessons in life will be repeated until they are learned. Just because the boat rocks doesn't mean it's time to jump overboard. A broken heart is just the growing pains necessary so that you can love more completely when the real thing comes along. When you make a commitment, you build hope. When you keep it, you build trust. Say no more than you wish to have said. Do no less than what you wish to have done. Sometimes which choice you make is not as important as making a choice and committing to it. Don't let the noise of other people's opinions drown your inner voice. People treating you poorly is a reflection on them, not you. Do not listen with the intent to reply, but with the intent to understand. If you need more than one hand to count your best friends, you're not a great best friend. No one ever got tired of loving. They get tired of waiting, hearing lies, assuming, saying sorry, and hurting. When men meet foes and fight, a stout heart is better than a sharp sword. Oftentimes, it is not numbers that wins the victory, but those who fare forward with the most vigor.